kick this thing on. Can you guys hear me okay? Somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Headed to the game right now. I don't see the mic on.
Say something.
Yeah. Hold tight, guys. Okay. I think we're good. I turned on the...
I got you.
There we go. I got now. All right, so I'm going to be hands-free driving and go ahead. And we're going to get to the game here, but I wanted to talk about the future of Colorado, and we're talking about the future is now, because it is, you know, we are 2-4 and there's not a lot of runway left for us this year. I'm not saying the season's over. I would never say that, because honestly, the last game of the season is an important game for us as well this year. And, you know, Big 12 championship aside, I still think that we have an opportunity to at least come close to matching what we did last year and give ourselves an opportunity for recruiting. And that's kind of what this whole thing is about. This whole live right now on the way to Folsom is purely about recruiting, because that's kind of what's at stake at this point. We're trying to salvage our year and create hope for future recruits, for when the portal opens and things like that. And we still have to be able to field the team in the future, and it starts literally right now. Now, before we get to the reason, you know, the whole thumbnail was what is happening, or I should say, the whole thumbnail was about making sure that we can match or do what the Giants are doing right now. And if you guys haven't been following the New York Giants, I am not a Giants fan, I'm a Cowboys fan. And Cowboys, to me this year, I'm still super excited about what they can do. I hate the Giants, but for whatever reason this year, I am enamored with not only the Giants, but also Cleveland, obviously, because Shadur's there. And I think this advice goes to the Cleveland Browns as well. And if you guys haven't heard, it looks like Shadur bumped up on the depth chart. So now he is the backup for Cleveland this week. So there's an opportunity that we might see him. If Dylan Gabriel, you know, craps the bed. And I think that would probably be the best thing for Cleveland right now. I mean, I think they got a little bit of juice when Dylan Gabriel came in. But Shadur Sanders is the juice for Cleveland. That without him, I don't think they're going anywhere. Also, the excitement just isn't there for Cleveland right now either. So that's why I'm saying the New York Giants have figured it out this year. Colorado needs to follow suit. The last game against TCU, I didn't do a wrap-up on it because the last two games, quite honestly, I don't know that I was in my right mind to do a video about kind of what my feelings are about the season, because I'm so, at this point, confused about what our goals are and what we're trying to accomplish. That and I still love our team. Like, I think our team is still, I think we can beat anybody on any given day if we can get all the pieces right. I thought Caden Salter, and a lot of you are going to jump in here on me on this, because during the game last week, even after all the interceptions, I still wanted to stick with Salter, because Salter, I'm a big, hey, go with the hand you're dealt, make in-game adjustments. But if you've got good personnel, there's no reason why you wouldn't stick with your personnel and just change the schemes, get them in more comfortable situations. See if you can get a rhythm going. Sometimes a change of pace with a new quarterback or a new running back or something like that can make a game different, but I'm not really big on that in the middle of a game, especially with a quarterback. There's just too much at stake at that point. And Caden had us in that game, the entire game, all the way up until the very end. I actually think that special teams had as much to do with the loss as Caden Salter did. So that said, if coach and probably coach is starting Caden Salter this week, just because there's still an opportunity for us to play in the Big 12 or play for the Big 12, even though it's like minuscule. And he has been playing well outside of interceptions, missed passes, those kinds of things. So I would expect to start today. And if he does, I'm going to ride with him. I think that he could put together a game as a quarterback to give us an opportunity to win against Iowa State coming off a loss. A lot of people think they got fire in their belly because they lost last week, and that's probably true. They're a well-coached team. They have very good players. The running game is not going to be quite probably what it has been in the past few weeks, but they still have an opportunity there. Their defense is suspect at this point, but they still have an opportunity there. But let's get to what I wanted to talk about, which is the Giants' game plan. So the Giants started out with their veteran quarterback, like everybody probably would want to going into their season, except for Tennessee. And look what happened to Tennessee and Cam Ward. I mean, just a terrible start. And so, the Giants took a different route. They took the normal Browns did, which is put a Grizzly veteran in there, see if you can cobble together the first part of the season. And if it works, then you're going to stick with it. You develop your phenom backup quarterback. But if it doesn't work, then you're just going to put that quarterback in there and try to save the season, at least in the media, right? Give the team its darling, give the fans its darling, and see what you can do to try to inject some adrenaline into your team. And that's what the Giants did, and they went with Jackson Dart. And if you guys have been watching this show, I've been high on Jackson Dart since the beginning. I thought he and Shador were the top two coming out of college. I honestly didn't think Cam Ward was as good as the other two. And even though he was older and had more experience and had more wins and, all of these other